Imagine walking through the quiet streets of a small American town. It's nighttime, the air is cool, and silence surrounds everything. But suddenly, from the woods, a strange sound breaks the silence, neither human nor animal. In 1973, in a small Illinois town called Enfield, people claimed they experienced such sounds and terrifying sightings, a creature that would forever change their lives. This is the story of the Enfield Horror, a monster that not only became America's biggest mystery at that time, but remains an unsolved riddle even today. April 25th, 1973. Henry McDaniel was inside his home with his family. The night seemed normal, until suddenly, loud scratching began at the front door. When Henry opened it, he saw something he had never witnessed in his life. It walked on 3 legs, its eyes glowed red, its body was small, lean, and strange. Shocked, Henry quickly grabbed his pistol and fired at the creature, but even after being hit, it leaped toward the woods and disappeared. The next morning, Henry told the police. When they investigated, they found unusual footprints outside the house, nothing like a normal animal. That same day, the story of the Enfield Horror reached the media. After that one night, Enfield was never the same. Neighbors reported that the creature came near their homes too. Some heard scratching on their porches. One family claimed it carried away their dog from the backyard. The townspeople became terrified. Parents kept children strictly inside. Every night, doors were locked early, and people watched the woods with fear in their eyes. The media made the story sensational, and Enfield, once just a quiet farming town, suddenly became the center of attention for monster hunters and journalists. With sightings growing, cryptozoologists, reporters, and thrill-seekers rushed to the town. Everyone wanted to see the creature for themselves. Some even set traps with bait, hoping to catch it. For the police, it became a headache. Sheriff Roy Pochard publicly said, "These are just rumors and people's imagination." But Henry McDaniel stood firm on his claim. "I'm not crazy. What I saw was not a normal animal." A 10-year-old girl saw the creature outside her home. Her mother later said, "My daughter did not lie." That night she saw something different. 2 boys also claimed that while standing near the woods, the creature appeared before them. Its red eyes glowed in the dark, and it made a terrifying hissing sound. Frightened, the boys ran away as fast as they could. These reports hit the newspapers, and people became even more curious and fearful. Each witness gave slightly different descriptions, but certain features kept repeating, and those were what made this creature so unique. 3 legs. People said it had 3 strong legs that allowed it to move and leap in unusual ways. This feature was so strange that witnesses often doubted themselves. Did I really just see 3 legs? Height. According to reports, the creature stood about 4 to 5 feet tall. Not small enough to seem like an ordinary animal, but not tall enough to resemble a human. Somewhere in between. Red, glowing eyes. Its most disturbing feature, eyes that shone brightly in the dark. Many said it felt as though the creature was staring straight into their souls. Long jumps. Witnesses claimed it could leap unnaturally far. Some said it crossed entire backyards in a single bound. Strange sounds. Descriptions varied. Some heard screeching, others hissing, and some even reported a growl. There was no clear identification, just an unnerving, chilling noise. These repeated details were the reason cryptozoologists began to take the case seriously. If it were just a normal animal, the descriptions wouldn't have been so consistent. The question naturally arises, what exactly was the Enfield Horror? Many theories have been suggested, each interesting in its own way. Kangaroo theory. Some believed it was simply an escaped kangaroo. But kangaroos don't have glowing red eyes or make terrifying screeching sounds. And the 3 legs detail does not fit at all. Mass hysteria. Psychology experts argued that one man's story triggered fear across the town. When someone claims they saw a monster, others begin interpreting every shadow, every noise as part of the same creature. Alien encounter. UFO researchers linked it to extraterrestrials. In the 1970s, UFO sightings were already common in America. Perhaps the Enfield Horror was an alien creature that accidentally landed on Earth. Cryptid. Cryptozoologists like Lauren Coleman insisted this was a genuine cryptid case. Just as Bigfoot, Mothman, or Chupacabra remain unexplained, the Enfield Horror could be another such creature, something science has yet to recognize. Each theory is fascinating, but no solid physical proof has ever been found. and that only deepens the mystery. The media sensationalized the story. Newspaper headlines screamed, "Three-legged monster terrorizes Illinois town." TV and radio picked it up, turning it into a hot topic. Reporters roamed the town, interviewing frightened locals. The effect? The legend grew bigger. The more people heard about it, the more curiosity and fear spread. For some locals, it became a joke. They laughed, saying, "Looks like our town has its very own monster." But others insisted, "What I saw was real. It was not a circus animal, and it was not my imagination." Soon, reports of similar creatures appeared in other states, which meant maybe the Enfield horror was not confined to Illinois. Maybe it was part of something bigger. And so, the Enfield horror was permanently written into the history of cryptids. Nearly 50 years later, Enfield still carries this story. Visit the town, and you will hear mixed opinions. Some laugh it off as nothing more than an urban legend, but others, with serious voices, will tell you, "My grandfather saw it himself. It was not just a story. It was real." The town's culture was permanently changed by that spring of 1973. The Enfield horror is now part of American folklore, mentioned alongside Bigfoot and Mothman. Every year, cryptid researchers and thrill seekers still travel to Enfield, hoping, just maybe, they will be lucky enough to see the creature again. So, what was the Enfield horror? A misidentified animal, an alien visitor who appeared for one terrifying night, or simply the result of mass hysteria? Maybe one day we will know the truth, or maybe this mystery will remain unsolved forever. But one thing is certain, for the people of Enfield in 1973, it was not just a bedtime story. It was a real encounter, a nightmare that stayed with them for life. And legends like this remind us, even today, in every corner of the world, there are still mysteries hiding in the dark, mysteries humanity has yet to understand, and perhaps never will.